Welcome to the Visa Mo, Sagot Ko, ang kauna-unahang lingguhang talakayan ng mga bagong balita at batas ukol sa Australian Migration Law and Process. Tuwing Miyerkules 6 to 6:30 ng gabi mula sa AusPac Visa. AusPac Visa is a trusted Australian migration agency for Filipinos all over the world. AusPac Visa is the home for all Filipino professionals, skilled workers, partners, families, students, graduates, and trainees who want to visit, live, work, and permanently stay in Australia. Makipanayam dito sa Visa Mo, Sagot Ko, ang kalahating oras na talakayan ng mga balita, batas, proseso, at mga isyung tungkol sa pag-a-apply ng Australian Visa. Kasama niyo po si Teresa Cardona, Director, Lawyer at Registered Migration Agent mula sa AusPac Visa sa Brisbane, Australia. Paalala lang po na ang mga talakayan at mga impormasyong mababanggit sa programang ito ay sa pawang mga impormasyon lamang at hindi payong legal at hindi rin at walang kinalaman sa mga personal at matatanging sitwasyon ng mga nanonood at nakikinig. Ang Australian Immigration Law ay madalas na nagbabago kung kaya't makabubuti na ugaliing magsayasat at humingi ng payong akma sa inyong pansariling pangangailangan. At ngayon, live mula sa Brisbane, Australia, ang inyong host at tagapagtalakay ng mga balita, issue, batas at proseso na nauukol sa Australian Migration and Visa Application, Teresa Cardona, Director, Lawyer, and Registered Migration Agent from AusPac Visa.
Hello. Good evening, everyone. So it's Wednesday once again. So we are here live ulit mula sa Brisbane. Visa Mo, Sagot Ko. Pagtatalakay ng mga issue at mga tanong tungkol sa Australian Visa. Magandang gabi po. So ang topic po natin ngayon ay tungkol sa iba't ibang mga tanong tungkol sa Australian Visa application, processing, yung mga concerns nyo o kung ano pa mang bagay tungkol sa Australian Visa. Tatalakayin natin ngayon yan. Yung mga ibang nag-post ng mga tanong sa amin, yung iba po ay nakuha namin o hindi kasi namin kayang sagutin lahat. Yung iba galing sa YouTube, yung iba galing sa Facebook, yung iba naman galing doon sa mga personal messages, and yung iba naman galing doon sa business page, yung AusPac page, and then they sent us some questions na gusto nila ng kasagutan. Okay. So maraming salamat po muli sa ating mga nanonood ngayon. And thank you very much sa nandito ulit sa atin si Fiore, kasama ulit natin si Fiore. Advertise ko ulit yung ni Fiore yung mga gustong maging Justice of the Peace of Queensland. We have Fiore Cruz. No, pwede niyo po siyang kontakin if you're interested to become a Justice of the Peace. I am a Justice of the Peace since I think 2003. Yung mga gusto ng community service, magandang paraan po iyan ng pagtulong sa ating community. Okay, so hello Donna, and hello, may mga nabasa ko kanina pang mga nag-hello. So, hindi ko maibaba ngayon yung aking screen. No? Maya-maya na medyo may mga technical issues pa kami ngayon dito. Okay, so let's start with what's new. Ano ba ang mga bagong balita tungkol sa Australia? Kung sa Pilipinas nagkaroon ng election few weeks ago, dito rin sa Australia nagkaroon ng election 2 weeks ago, no? 23rd ba? 23rd of May. And kagaya rin sa mga nangyari sa ibang bansa, mabilis din yung pagtapos ng canvassing, mabilis din yung pag-announce ng nanalo. At dito sa Australia, ang nanalo po ay yung Labor, Labor Party. But beyond political issues and beyond other things, so ang concern natin ngayon ay tungkol sa visa, syempre, no? Ang concern natin ay tungkol sa migration. Ano kaya ang kaibahan ng Labor Party sa Liberal Party? Tungkol sa kanilang mga policies when it comes to migration. You know, before pumasok na ang labor sa pamamahala sa Australia, and nagkaroon ng mga changes tungkol sa migration. No? Pero ang kagandahan ngayon there are so many member of the parliament na were very vocal about touching migration issues at iisa yung pinupuntahan nila ng kanilang mga ng kanilang discussions, no. Ang discussions sila is they are committed to fairer visa processing system. Anong ibig sabihin nun, no? Mapapansin niyo kung ganito sa akin yung trabaho niyo o kung sumusubaybay kayo ng Australian visa application and processing, mapapansin niyo yung iba ang bilis-bilis ng proseso, tapos yung iba naman saksakan ng bagal. Yung iba halos hindi gumagalaw, no? And dito makikita niyo yung pattern, no? Pagka ikaw ay UK passport holders, almost instant yung pagbibigay ng visa, o kaya Japan, o kaya yung European countries, no. Pero pagdating sa Philippines, ang bagal, no. Ibig sabihin nagkakaroon ng ranking yung mga bansa. So ito yung sinasabi natin, no. Sana pag nag-lodge ka, according to the number, yung kung ano yung queue, kumbaga nakapila ka, tapusin ka na because nakapila ka naman kasunod ka naman doon, na huwag kang isi-set aside, ganoon. Kasi kapag sinet aside ka, uunahin yung iba, baka hindi ka na matapos, na ganoon. So, I mean, labor is very much aware of this system, very much aware of the delays going on in terms of processing. And also, in terms of, say for example, yung tourist visa natin, meron talagang priority processing dyan, ano? And yung iba, pwedeng magbayad ng kaunti, no? Like, for example, yung India and China and UAE, they can put, another $1,000 in order for their application to be prioritized over others, no? So, okay. So, bakit hindi open sa lahat yun, no? Like, for example, sa mga Filipinos who can actually pay, 1,000 just to be in the priority queue, baka gusto din ng iba, no? So, you just make the processing fair. So, I think that is the thrust now of the Labor Party, which is, a breeze of fresh air, ika nga. Now, okay, so another labor leader saying that we need more skilled migrants in Australia. So we do expect that there will be more skilled people or migrants coming from overseas this time, no? Kasi naalala niyo, no, COVID period nawala yung ating mga galing sa mga offshore. So this time, because there is a huge need for more skilled people, more skilled workers in Australia, so we're thinking na magkakaroon sana ng mabilis na proseso at mas maraming skilled migrants. Yung nakaraan, mas maraming mga partner visa. So ngayon, siguro magkakaroon ng mas malaking number para sa mga skilled migrants than, or at least magkaroon ng balance between family and skilled migration. So what do we expect from labor group, yung mga labor party? Ano ba yung mga pwedeng magbago sa migration, no? So, we know na aware ang Labor Party sa talagang problema sa migration, sa pending cases, ang dami-daming naka-pending at always kalahati lang talaga yung napoprocess nila. So that's one issue that we would like Labor Party to address, na sana the processing time would be a lot shorter. Kasi nakakaawa naman talaga pagka ang haba-haba nung processing time, no? Like yung iba hindi na nga nag-aasawa, no? Nag-aantay sa kanilang visa, hindi na makaasawa. And then yung sa parent visa, nako, my goodness, ang parent visa is what? Contributory parent visa to which used to be during the time of labor, 2 years lang yung pinakamahaba nila. Pero ngayon 5 years under yung recent past government, no? And yung non-contributory parent visa aabot na ng 30 years, no? Para namang baka naman mag-pass away na yung mga parents, hindi pa approve yung kanilang visa. No, so that's one thing. So we expect the Labor Party to actually address that issue now that they are in power. And then for student visa, yung walang kamatayang GTE statement na as we always explain, it becomes the core requirements sa student visa. Pero ngayon, well, they have identified all the issues, and GTE is really hampering, no? Hindi ginagawang efficient yung process. And because this is discretionary, nasa kamay ng case officer yung success or failure ng inyong application. So we are hoping that the new administration will scrap the GTE totally, no? Hopefully lang, hindi pa yan sa totoong buhay. So tingnan natin yung development dito. Kasi alam niyo po, nung nakaraang Labor Party, there was no GTE, no? In fact, merong requirement ng genuine temporary requirement, pero based on objective test, not based on subjective test. No, pag sinabing objective, meron ka ba o wala ka ba? Pag sinabing $60,000 ang kailangang nasa bangko, kailangan may $60,000 ka or yung parent mo or yung guarantor mo. And then, by that, you meet the GTE, yung genuine temporary entrant requirement. Pero ngayon hindi. Kahit may pera ka, you still have to actually now articulate sa GTE. Na pag hindi mo na-articulate properly, pwedeng maging dahilan yun na ma-refuse yung visa application mo. So we're hoping, no, sana yung Labor Party baguhin na to, tanggalin na yung Ministerial Direction number 69, o at least baguhin, make the test objective, not subjective, kasi para mawala yung discretion ng case officer. So kung isa-isa, kung puti-puti, no, wala nang ibang ibang tutukuyin pa o pagsisisihan para i-refuse yung visa. Okay, so siguro we're hoping na magkaroon ng mas magandang pathway from work visa to PR visa, or at least PR residency, yung permanent residency sa mga workers, yung kumbaga streamline, no? At sana bumalik yung naunang panahon na, when you're a holder of 482 visa o yung work visa, pwede ka nang dumiretso sana sa permanent visa sa 186 kahit na medyo matanda ka na. No? Kasi pwede ka pa namang magtrabaho. At the moment kasi may cut na 45, kung nag-482 ka na and you know the job really well, experience ka, at hindi naman sagabal yung age mo para ma-deliver mo yung dapat na ma-deliver mo bilang worker, patuloyin ka na sana hanggang sa PR. Sana dire-diretso na iyon, no? Kasi kung hindi naman, paano ka pa babalik sa bansa mo when all yung productive years mo nandito ka sa Australia, tas parang mahirap na yung mag-adjust, no? Hopefully ay magkaroon ng ganoon. What else are we hoping Labor government will do? Sana mas magkaroon ng certainty para sa mga migrants, no? Kung meron bang pathway o wala bang pathway, like for student visa, pipili ka ng course para malaman mo lang na may pathway ka. And then merong occupation list, no? Occupation list na MLT-SSL, merong STSL, merong ROL, merong STSOL. Tapos yung mga states, meron din sila kanilang mga states, no? Na mga listahan ng occupation. So how much more occupation list do we need when we are all just talking about skilled migration? So hopefully ma-reduce yung na yon, yung area na yon. Okay, so I can see there are some questions going on. We'll see. And before we do that, salamat sa mga nagbibigay sa amin ng feedbacks. This is just few of the feedbacks that we receive from our clients, either through consultation or through personal messages. Now, we're very happy with our consultation feedback. So, we usually get 5 stars. Maraming salamat dun sa mga who are taking their time or taking a time to at least come back and then give us a review. And most of them are 5 stars. Maraming salamat po. And with the 5 stars, meron din silang substantive comments that are really helping us on where to do better, and most of them are, appreciating what we did for them, especially in guiding them on the next step to do. So those people who have been or who have attended personal consultations with us and left us messages or left us 5 stars, maraming salamat po. You are always inspiring us. And then for those people who are asking questions sa aming YouTube or Facebook, or kaya naman personal message o dun sa message bank ng Auspac Visa, yung ilan dito babasahin namin, no. Babasahin ko pala. And then siguro sasagutin ko. Pero kung kaya niyong sagutin, share us your answer. Baka may experience din kayo. Okay, let's start with Abigail Ko. Tanong niya, thank you, very informative. Just a question. No age limit in applying for student visa, but there is an age limit and PR visa, right? Okay. How about mature age student to become a master? Is there a PR pathway after post-study visa? Okay, so that's from Abigail Ko. Yeah, there is no age limit for applying a student visa. Pero just like what I'm saying, it has to be consistent, no? Kahit na walang age limit, kasi yung kinukuha mo o yung age mo dapat consistent doon sa course mo, no? Just like what I said, kung mahaba na yung experience mo, siguro pwede ka na sa master's o pwede ka na sa PhD. Kung hindi mo naman natapos yung old bachelor degree mo, gusto mong tapusin dito, pero nagtrabaho ka muna, siguro pwede mo ring balikan yon. And doon sa mga mag-change career, pwede rin yon, no? Basta lang justified kung bakit ganong age ka, tapos yung kursong kinukuha mo, ayun, no? And then, pag-apply ng, yun lang, kapag ka ikaw ay matanda na, although nakapag-aral ka, yung pag-apply ng PR, that will probably be an issue. Kasi nga, sabi ko kanina, no, merong cut-off, no? So, let's wait for the labor administration or government to actually change this, no? Baka mawala later on. Pero at the moment, it is what it is. There's a cut-off of 45 years old for PR application or for skilled migration. Okay, balikan ko lang sandali yung mga nagtatanong at saka yung mga bumabate. So from Leonor, hello po, hello sa iyo Leonor, and Valchu. Matagal ko hindi nakita si Valchu. Good evening po. Good evening sa iyo. And Katrina Porsyungkula, good evening sa iyo. And Fiori is here. Maraming salamat Fiori for always watching. And then Donna, hello po, attorney or RT. And then, or attorney, okay, kinorek niya. Hello, attorney Donna, magandang gabi sa iyo. Leonor Ruelo, I just want to ask po kung pwede po bang dependent ang anak na 23 years old na. Yung papa niya po kasi is still on his bridging visa as he just applied for subclass 820801 visa. Okay. 23 years old, yes, they can be included, and they should have been included actually in the application for 820, given na sila ay 23 years old. That's the right thing to do. Pero dahil nga hindi na siya nakasama, they will have to wait until the 820 application is processed and finalized. And to be able to apply for a visa. Pero kung nandito yung 23 years old na anak sa Australia, pwedeng maisama while the 820 is being processed. Okay, nakuha yon. Pero kung nasa offshore, hindi actually, yes, pwedeng maisama pa rin. Kung still in process, ka-bridging visa, ka-bridging visa na. Yeah, you will have to wait until it's finalized. Sorry. Okay. But it's very hard. It's very hard for 23 years old. I think that's basically the problem. Yung 23 years old. It's not ma-include ba o hindi ma-include. yung 23 years old has to satisfy yung substantial dependency requirement. So, meaning to say, kailangan sinusuportahan pa rin siya ng magulang niya. Kung nakapagtrabaho na, napakahirap isama. Kahit na nakapagtrabaho lang siya ng isang buwan, mahirap po talagang isama. Kasi at the moment, immigration is conducting a different check. No, hindi yung dating, okay, sasabihin lang na hindi nakapagtrabaho, blah, 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 ganun lang. O kaya magpapakita ng school records na siya ay nag-aaral. Pero ngayon kung nakapagtrabaho ng 1 month or so, immigration is asking for SSS contribution or SSS records, no? So, the immigration is actually going through those government records, no? Kasi di po ba sa Philippines in the last 5 years or so, intense yung campaign nila na lahat ng nagtatrabaho, you should have your SSS, your PhilHealth, and all those things, no? So, kaya mahigpit din yung mga company sa Philippines na pag nagtrabaho yung tao sa kanila, even just for 1 day or for 1 week, agad-agad kinukunan na ng SSS number at ina-applyan doon sa SSS contribution. So, yeah, you just have to be careful na na-address yung substantial dependency. I think that's the first problem yung sa kanya. But that's the last year, 23 years old. Other than that, siguro ibang visa na lang kung hindi makaabot. Alright, so, attorney, pwede po bang malaman number ninyo? Pwede. Punta ka sa website. Hindi ko i-announce ngayon na we have the numbers office, okay? I'll give the numbers 3506-2133. Sorry, hindi ko memorize yung number namin. Hindi ko tinatawagan. But it's 07-3506-2133. Yung aking mobile phone, I do not give it until kayo ay existing client na, no? Kasi iwas lang kami ng maraming tawag, especially kung hindi pa ho namin client, because we want to work din po. Kung kayo po nandito sa posisyon namin, sa sobrang dami po nung tumatawag, sobrang daming nagte-text, sobrang daming nagtatanong, wala ho kaming magagawang trabaho. Pagsasagutin namin lahat. And this is the reason why we have this live every Wednesday. So, para kung may tanong kayo, dito nyo po itanong. Ngayon, kung gusto nyo pong ako yung kausap nyo and maintindi ko talaga yung problema nyo, just please book a consultation. I am sure it's worth the investment, no? We charge $165 for the consultation. But if you're not happy with whatever is the outcome of the consultation, 45 minutes, just, tell me, attorney or ma'am, I'm not happy with my consultation with you. Can I get my money back? I will give it back to you. No problem. Basta ang importante ay pumunta kayo sa amin, nagpakonsulta kayo, your book for a certain slot or time. And then I can hear whatever your problems are. I can see kung anong issue dun sa gusto nyong gawin para sa pag-apply sa Australia. And then I'll give you the advice. I'll give you the plan of actions. And then if you still don't like it and you feel that I probably did not do my job properly or rightly, then just tell me. Tell me that, look, I'm not happy. Can I get my money back? No question asked, and you will get your money back. Okay, so that is a guarantee para sa inyo. Ang importante malaman kung ano yung tamang gagawin. Yun. Okay, so Valchu, ma'am, I'm a holder of 491 visa going 2 years now. I was single when I got the grant. I will be getting married this year. Can I apply my spouse as a subsequent entrant? Any special things to add to the application? Thank you. Valchu, sino ba ang iyong agent nung nag-apply ka ng 491? Can you please check your restrictions? Can you please check your conditions? If you can get married within the 2 years time frame, or do you still need to wait for another year? That's a question I don't want to answer, but give me the answer. Check your visa condition, okay? And just to make sure that you're doing the right thing, Valchu. Okay? Go back to your visa grant letter and check the conditions of your visa and see if you can get married within the 2 years. And at kung pwede mo siyang isama sa subsequent, no? Sa subsequent entrant. So, hindi siya kasama sa original application mo sa 491 eh, 'di ba? And also, go back to however you make the 491. Did you actually get the points? Okay? So, yeah, it's a bit complicated, Valjo. Just check the visa condition. You probably are not supposed to be in that area. Check the visa condition. If you have the visa condition of not getting married or you cannot sponsor someone, then you cannot. Okay. What else? Undoy Pruni. Hindi, was here last time, ano? Undoy. Tama ba kami? Andoy, sorry. Andoy pala. Ma'am, pwede po mag-sponsor yung BF ko na OCBF. We met last April. Pwede ka bang sponsoran ng Australian BF mo na na-meet mo nung April? Tama ba yung tanong ko? Yung pagkabasa ko? Pwede kang sponsoran ng BF mo. Maybe on a tourist visa. Pero hindi strict sponsorship ang tawag doon. No? Guarantee lang or invitation. Kasi wala pa naman kayong relationship. Ang relationship nyo, BF or ano, hindi pa siya family unit at hindi pa kayo kasal. Pero pwede kanyang imbitahin. At pag inimbita ka niya, pwede mo rin sabihin na mag-boyfriend kayo. And then, you have to evidence your relationship, di ba? Kung meron na kayong relationship at kung ano yung ganda ng relationship nyo, at bakit ka pupunta ng Australia, and bakit kailangan babalik ka ng Philippines. Yun yung mga bagay na ano mo. But yes, pwede kang imbitahan. Ang tawag doon, no? Hindi sponsor. Imbitahan. Or pwede rin siyang maging guarantor. Ganon. Okay, so, another one, moving on. Good evening po, Ma'am Teresa. Okay, good evening din. I think you are Giovanni. Maganda yung kanyang pangalan na Japanese, I don't know. Okay, Rolando Alegria. Madam, posible po bang mag-apply ng PR kahit walang PTE? Gamit lang ang medium of instruction in English, galing sa school, 3 years working sa same company po. Depende. Anong PR? Anong visa? Kasi, say for example, kung subclass 186 ka, kahit na labor agreement, you still need the IELTS or the PTE. Hindi pwede yung medium of instruction lang. So, or kung nasa labor agreement, meron silang provision na pwedeng tanggapin yung medium of instruction mo, na yun yung ginamit mo sa 482, pwede. Basta merong provision dun sa labor agreement. But in general terms, hindi pwede kung skilled migration. Kukuha ka pa rin ng English test. Like for example, 491, 189, 190, ang threshold is 6.0, yung competent English. You don't get any points, pero competent English. So, nandun ka sa passing. No? Pag mababa sa 6.0, hindi ka pwedeng mag-apply until you get the 6.0. Pero dun sa 482, hindi PR yon, that's a temporary visa, pwede yung medium of instruction. In some cases, not in all cases. Okay, Shinli Arguelles, naka-base po ba kayo ngayon sa Australia, ma'am? Yes, naka-base kami sa Australia. We are in Brisbane. The office is in Brisbane. We are in number 71 Eagle Street. Kung nakikita nyo yung nasa likuran kong background, yan yung building namin. That's Riparian Plaza. Okay, yeah. Kaya nakikita namin yung buong Brisbane River and buong Brisbane. Yan. Okay, so balikan natin yung nakapost ko doon sa student visa application sa presentation kanina. Sabi ni Jay Caris, hello attorney, first time watching your video and I found it very interesting and informative. I plan to study preferably in the Perth area business course because I finished and line of work. Is there a pathway for graduate diploma in management learning? Now, currently, I am OFW in Saudi Arabia, and I can go there for Visa 485 if I ever finish that 2 years study ko. Okay, if it is a graduate diploma in management learning, kung follower namin kayo, lagi kong tatanungin, ano yung program outcome, ano yung career outcome, no? Doon sa pag-research namin kanina, yung graduate diploma in management learning, you can be a trainer, you can be probably a CEO, you can be a manager, you can be a division manager. Yun po ay wala sa listahan ng 485. So, kung tinatanong mo, makaka 485 ba ako dito? Hindi. Pero siguro kung mag-proceed ka sa masters, kasi yung graduate diploma is a segment, no, component ng masters. Pwede mong idiretso sa masters yan. I just don't know kung management in learning pa rin yung gusto mo, yung masters in management in learning, at kung dun ka pa ring area. Pero kung ang question mo lang ay 485, makaka 485 ka ba? Kung nakatapos ka ng masters, yes, ang 485 is open to you. I'm not so sure about graduate diploma in management learning. No, kasi kasi wala sa listahan yung career outcome ng graduate diploma. Okay, so and usually ang graduate diploma kasi hindi stand alone yan na program sa AQF, no. Anyway, how much do we need to prepare for student visa application? Sabi ni Shenly Arguelles. We had a presentation like this, a live like this. So nagbigay ako ng mga presentations on different courses and how much would probably be required for initial payment, no? So like for example, commercial cookery plus diploma of management, so umaabot siguro ngayon ng mga 3,000 lang, no? Kasi yung mga schools ngayon, they are okay to give COE kahit na walang down payment, no? Dati nanghihingi sila ng 3,500, yung iba 1,000, yung iba 500. Pero now there are some schools who are okay to just give a COE and then babalik tayo pag nandiyan na yung visa to pay for the fee for the first term. And usually yung fees of first term is around 4,500. So yung question na how much do you need, it will depend on the course, pero it will range from 4,000 to around about 7,500 Australian dollar. And that includes the initial payment for the school and your OSHC, yung insurance nyo na for 2 years, around about $1,200. And then the visa application fee that's going to the Department of Home Affairs, and professional fee if you're going to get us. Okay? What else is this? Sabi ni Ruel Senyos, dun pa rin tayo sa kaninang yung nasa screen. Ano pong pwede kong applyan, ma'am, for a pathway to further stay in Australia? I have a 6 years experience as formwork carpenter here in Japan, and of contract na kami by March, and I would like to apply for going to Australia, student visa or working visa if available. First things first, kung nagtatrabaho ka as a carpenter talaga yung full range ng carpentry, yeah, you can keep the job and then maybe apply for skilled migration by getting trades assessment, no? So either you go for A2 visa, which is the working visa, employer sponsor sa mga nangangailangan ng karpentero, or you go straight to either 49, 1189 and 190. Yun lang yung pagkuha ng skills assessment. It will take a while, maybe around about 12 weeks kung kompleto yung mga papeles. But then again, another issue there, Ruel, we're only talking of you being a carpenter, ano? We still have to see kung meron tayong points, kung papasa tayo sa points. Because yung point system ng 491 o ng skilled migration, maraming areas yun, no? English, work experience, your age, your educational qualification, things like that, no? So, kinakalculate yon by points, Roel. So, siguro magandang magpa-consult ka sa akin para makita natin yon. Kasi kung mababa yung points mo o under 65, there's really no point going through all those skills assessment, no? Na para makilala kang karpentero din sa Australia. Siguro it will be better for you to go to student visa. So, depende para ma-improve yung iyong points so that you know that at the end of your student visa, pwede kang makaproceed sa skilled migration dahil meron ka ng tamang points. Okay? Yeah, so minsan yung isang tanong, maraming factors pa na involved doon. Okay. Moving on, more question. Na-stuck ang aking computer. Okay. Audacious Quito, such an informative session as usual. More power to you. Thanks, Chris, for that. Nice talking to you a while ago. Maraming salamat. Well, maybe I can announce this. Si Audacious Quito is also Christopher Ramos. Okay, Christopher Ramos. He is a certified accountant in Australia. And we will be inviting him to be in this show para sa mga katanungan ng mga migrants na kagaya nating lahat tungkol sa inyong mga accounting issues, no? Marami kasing mga tanong, anong gagawin ko kung nasa Australia na ako, makakapag-business ba ako, ano yung mga tax na babayaran ko, ano yung mga pwede kong i-refund, ano yung pwede kong i-claim, no? Na baka marami kayong matitipid o marami kayong mga information at mapaplano kapag nakausap natin si Christopher Ramos, no? So abangan niyo 'yan. So siguro first week of July, we will invite Chris to be with us. And then you can send your question about accounting na related sa migration or sa visa, ha, para focus yung ating discussion. Okay, so and then moving on, Charles Gantuangco, hi po, magandang gabi sa iyo, Charles. Hi attorney, saan po ngang state na maganda for social work as a student po? Well, at the moment, maganda yung program ng Western Australia, no? Pag doon ka nag-graduate, yung mga graduate programs nila para doon sa mga nag-estudyante sa kanila and para sa sponsorship under 491 and 190, maganda yung kanilang program. So that's one, Western Australia. Another one is South Australia. So maganda rin yung kanilang programa para doon sa mga nag-estudyante sa kanila. Another one is Tasmania, no? If you studied and live there, graduated there, they have preference for you for nomination, no? Queensland, you have to get higher grade and higher studies in order for you to be preferred kung dito ka nag-aral. So yeah, I think South Australia and Western Australia at the moment is good. And Tasmania is doing very good for student visas. Okay, so moving on, may iba pang mga questions galing sa, I think this is from Facebook. Hello attorney, isa po ako sa mga nanonood ng mga video niyo sa YouTube and ask ko po sana kung pwede nyong matulungan ang 2 anak ko na makapunta dyan sa Australia. Di ko po kasi alam kung saan kayo pwedeng makontak at di ako nakakaabot sa live nyo. If mag-reply po kayo, siguro siguro if mag-reply po kayo, bigay ko po mga details ng anak ko kung qualified ba siya and what kind of visa ang pwede sa kanila. I'm looking forward, ma'am, na sana magbigay nyo ng pansin ang message ko. And thank you very much. That's from Lolit Carbonilla. Lolit, I am always contactable via our email, no, admin@auspacvisa.com.au, and also through our website, www.auspacvisa.com.au. And then meron pong maliit na button doon sa Contact Us. That will take you to Book Now. You can book your consultation. And then do sa consultation mo, you can put your notes on whatever you want me to tackle. And normally, we ask for resume or CV nung mga gustong pumunta sa Australia. So, we have the information beforehand kung ano yung issue na pwedeng talakayin doon sa meeting, no? So it is important that you give the information before the meeting so that you can maximize the time na during the meeting. Hindi yung during the meeting sa kanyo pa lang ibibigay sa akin, because that I will need time to actually go over it. So sayang naman yung yung 40 minutes na mapupunta lang for me reading and perusing your information. So it's better to give it me beforehand, so before the meeting I can peruse and see your documents, right? And then so agahan mo ang punta dito, Lolit, no? It's always 6 to 6:30. Ay nako, 6:43 na pala. Nako, sorry po, overtime na kami. Ano ba to? Hindi mo kasi nabihan. Okay, bilisan ko lang yung yung mga susunod pa. Hi, attorney sa ang state. Oh my God. Sorry, nag-overtime kami. Leonor, thanks po. So, he can just apply for student visa instead. Nako, ano ba yung tanong kanina ni Leonor?
Yung boyfriend.
Yung BF niya. Sorry, Leonor, hindi ko na masyadong matandaan yung tanong mo kanina.
Na 23 years old.
Yung 23 years old, yes, student visa, it's okay. Kaya kung makapasok siya dito ng tourist visa, pero kung naka full-time study siya and substantially dependent, mas okay, makapasok tourist visa, and then we can add him to the existing application. But that is kung na-meet yung substantial dependency requirement. June Tornicio Araw, hi po attorney, usually ilang weeks po ang process ng visa 482? The 482 used to take around 3 months, pero sabi ko nga, itong nag-COVID, tapos itong yung dating government medyo slack, medyo slow, so we're hoping that it will go back to the same 3 months at least maximum period of processing. Right? Maui Bernardo, attorney, matagal po ba ang process ng subclass 400 pag wala pang case officer? Yung 400 kasi kung specialist skill ka o specialist applicant ka, usually they process that very quickly. Yung pinakamatagal ay 2 months in our experience. Kasi nga specialized, no? Pero of course dun sa 400 may mga streams 'yon. Depende kung saang stream yung in-applyan mo. Pero kung in-applyan mo yung specialized, nasa critical ka and require ka sa Australia with very good submission, yeah, it can be, finished maybe in 2 weeks or so. Pero kung hindi ganoon at hindi na-articulate at hindi naman matindi yung pangangailangan sa'yo, yeah, it could take, long time. Okay, so and then be guided by the service standard, 'di ba? Nagpa-publish ang immigration ng processing time. Maybe you can always check yung ganoon. Pero pag over the processing time frame na, then you can follow up your application. Then Madam from Apollo Project, Madam 491 visa prior to applying for 191 visa. Do I have to wait 3 years from the grant or just 3 financial years? Got mine. Okay. Well, it's not from the grant and it's not the financial year. It's you getting 53,900 for 3 consecutive years. Okay, so tingnan mo yung tatlong financial year mo, kung nakuha mo yung 53,900, no? So ganoon. Yun yung dapat mong ma-meet na requirements. Tama ba yung pagkaintindi ko for na prior to applying for visa 1? Okay. Oo. You will have to wait 3 years before going to 191, provided na ano mo yung 3 years, 53,900. So, ang Q mo dyan, yung 53,900. And then, 3 taon. Kahit na magkakahiwalay, hindi yung sunod-sunod, pero nakatatlong taon ka within the 5 years visa effectivity mo o visa validity mo, then you are okay. Then, you do the 191. Ay, marami pa pala. 186 Rolando Alegria. Okay, so kung 186, yeah, you need the IELTS, no? Maliban na lang kung labor agreement ka, and then the labor agreement has a provision na tatanggapin yung medium of instruction mo, similar to 482 visa. So you have to check the labor agreement. And Apollo Project, need pa ba ng point system and English for 191? No, it's parang walk in the park. 53,900 is your queue. Okay? No more point system and no English. As of now, yun yung regulation. It did not mention about English, not point system. There's no point system. $53,900, 3 years, financial year. We're on 15 months leader and met last LDR. Si Andoy Pruni, we're on 15 months LDR and met last April, okay? Yeah, so ano bang ibig mo sabihin dito? De facto na ba yung sinasabi mo? Just be careful with the word de facto. I think a lot of people do not understand what de facto means. De facto is cohabitation. Both of you living in the same roof. No, so pag in the same roof, ibig sabihin magkasama kayo. Pagka magkalayo kayo, you still have to prove na at least at some point naging cohabited pa rin kayo. So pwedeng kayo ang nakarenta sa bahay, 2 pangalan and things like that. And nagkahiwalay lang kayo dahil may trabaho yung isa, kailangan niyang lumayo sa inyo. But it's not for a permanent basis, no? Ngayon, LDR itself, long distance relationships, ibig sabihin hindi pa kayo de facto. Boyfriend, girlfriend pa lang yon. In terms of tourist visa, pwede kanyang imbitahin, but don't proceed to partner visa because you might fail. Okay. Hi, attorney. Hope are well. I have a pending 407 visa application lodged December 2019. But until now, wala pa po ring feedback from immigration. Would you like to ask po if I'm eligible to apply for tourist visa while waiting for 407? Nasaan ka? Are you in Australia or somewhere else? One thing there, 407 is really taking a long time. I have similar application for a client. Yeah, pre-COVID pa yung application namin, hindi gumagalaw. Mag-expire na ata yung sponsorship, hindi pa rin namin nakukuha yung visa application. But the good thing there is she's here, she's working, no problem at all, no? Pero in your case, I don't know kung nasaan ka. Kung nasa Philippines ka, mag-a-apply ka ng tourist visa, well, you have to address a different criteria. But it should not stop you. Kaya lang, of course, baka hindi na consistent or appropriate yung visa na inaantay mo tapos magtutour ka ngayon. Alin ba talaga? So, but other than that, maybe you can follow up. I'm not sure. Ang isang ano kasi dito, available pa ba yung trabaho kung nasa offshore ka, ha? Pero kung nasa onshore ka at ginagawa mo na yung trabaho, you should be okay. And there's no need for tourist visa application if you're here. Thank you, ma'am. We'll check po the conditions of the visa. Yes, Valchu. Oo. Tapos feedback mo kami next week para alam din ng iba. So this is good thing. We have to make it interactive because you can also contribute to other people. Like for example, Valchu. Next week, Valchu, I will call on you, ha, para tayong nasa classroom. I will call on you and then report back whatever you found out para hindi naman lahat galing sa akin, ha. And then maybe other people can learn from your experience as well. Okay. Hello. Medyo maliit. Regards sa job ready program, ano ba to? In regards sa job ready program mechanic, currently studying certificate 3 light vehicle visa 485 na po ako, nagtapos ng Bachelor of Marketing. Need ko pa po bang mag certificate 4 for JRP? Thank you po. Certificate 3 and certificate, ano niya? Mechanic. Yes. Yes, you need certificate 4 at least para ma-recognize iyan. Kasi sa listahan po ng tribe, not just certificate 3 but certificate 4 as well. Pwede mo nang i-leave yung diploma ng kung ano-anong diagnostic but not the certificate 4. Okay, attorney, I will study. Naku, mahaba pa ba tayo? Attorney, I will study early childhood education and care in Australia. May I ask what specific school in Brisbane, Australia will I study this course? Thank you so much. Come to us. I will tell you. Okay? You don't need to get us, but we can enroll you kung sa Brisbane ka. Yeah, because you need to find a very good one that has a good placement rating, no? Kasi maraming colleges na nag-offer ng ganitong course, pero hindi nila na-place yung kanilang mga estudyante. So, get a good one na merong magandang placement. Yeah, we can enroll you. You don't need to get us as your migration, but we can help you. We have a partnering education agency to help you with that. Fiore, thank you for the informative session. Sorry, you have to go for another appointment. That's okay, Fiore. We're closing as well. Nice po and good diri. Okay, Valdiwesa. Okay, I think we've done everything. Thank you very much. We weren't able to do all the YouTube and the Facebook questions sent to us ahead of time ng mga last week. But maybe next week we're going to handle at least 3 of those questions. And then next week we're going to discuss the child visa application and kung sino yung pwedeng maging citizen, kung sino pwedeng maging PR. Okay? So extended tayo a little bit but I hope you don't mind. I'll see you next week 6 o'clock to 6:30 only next week, please. And then yeah, we'll see each other. So maraming salamat sa mga nakinig and yeah, see you next week. Magandang gabi po sa inyong lahat. Teresa Cardona from Auspac Visa. Bye!